What's your name and badge number? What's your name and badge number? I asked you a question.
It's hump day. Woo woo. What day is it, Mike? I've got a hump day editorial for you, and you're probably gonna love this one. You're probably gonna like it, I guess. But I want to ask you a question before we get into the editorial. What would your boss do to you if you decided just to leave work? Not tell the boss, I'm just gonna leave work. I gotta go to a strip club. I'm gonna look for a nice girl, have me a girlfriend, a relationship, have babies and all that. I'm gonna find a nice little girl, a nice woman to date. What would your boss do if you just left work to do that? Let's see what the police would do in Denver, Colorado. This is one for Eric Brandt and Pikes Peak auditors. Here you go. This is one for you guys. This is one for Eric Brandt. A Denver police officer will face a 10-day suspension and a fine for leaving work early to go to a strip club and then using a police database to look up a dancer who was later found dead. It is the second time in less than a year that Denver Police Department officer Shederick Dobbin has been in trouble for abusing his access to the database. And officers using the information for personal reasons has been an ongoing problem within the department. Lakewood police interviewed Dobbin in November while investigating the death of the woman who is named only by initials in the discipline letter. Lakewood Police Sergeant Andrea Brunn, I could not find her picture, declined to name the woman Tuesday and said the investigation was ongoing. Dobbin was not a suspect in the case, Brunn said. Dobbin told investigators he met the woman in June at PT's Show Club, a strip club in southwest Denver. Records show that Dobbin ran the woman's name through the NCIC database twice in July. Dobbin told internal affairs officers that he ran her name to check if she had warrants and to see if she was someone I can be around, according to the discipline letter. This guy, man. So he ran her name in the NCIC database to see if she had warrants. I want to see if she's a nice church girl so I could go out with her. Are you kidding me right now? She works at PT's Show Club as a dancer. Moving on. He also searched for two of the women's friends. He admitted that the searches were not part of a criminal investigation. Dobbin told investigators that the last he saw the woman November 5th. He last saw her. He left work an hour early that day to go to the strip club. 4 days later, Lakewood police interviewed him about his relationship with the woman. Dobbin was previously suspended for 4 days using the database with the girlfriend of a man suspected of assaulting a city employee. He knew the suspect's girlfriend through his other job working security at a nightclub and read her parts of a report on the investigation. The suspect later used that information to deny involvement. Denver officers using the NCIC system for personal reasons became a focal point for the city's Office of the Independent Monitor in 2016. Law enforcement used the national database to look up license plate numbers, addresses, and criminal history. Denver police officers are not allowed to use the NCIC database for any reasons outside of work. Well, they do all the time, right? They look up they use that NCIC database to look up us cop watchers. You guys know that, right? I'm going here to the story. It jumped on me. Here we go. This is the last of it. Now, Dobbin, I got these stupid pop-up ads, and I think it covered it. But it said Dobbin this time will be suspended for 10 days. 10 days on this one. Now, I just said he was previously suspended for 4 days for this same thing. Now he's going to be suspended for 10 days. His Dobbin will serve a suspension between April 21st and May 1st of this year. So he doesn't even start his suspension until April 21st. And then he'll be suspended till May 1st. 10-day suspension. So this is his second time. Bad baby, bad baby. You're in the corner for 10 days. What happens next time? A 14-day suspension? And then next time, what, a 21-day suspension? Well, he's got to do it like, what, 27 times before he gets fired? Like, you're on a year suspension now. You've done it 29 times. What the if you or I did it, we'd be fired. This is his second time. So this guy, man, gotta love the blue line. You gotta love the thin blue line. Breaking the rules and bad baby, bad baby. And you know, I understand that 10 days, if it's a suspension without pay, I understand that 10 days without pay is probably a lot. But for a lot of police officers, they make so much that it's like, okay, yeah, I'll take 10 days without pay. Come back to work and make huge money. I'll do overtime and I'll make it up. There's the Department Order of Disciplinary Action is in the story. The link is in the description box below. If you go to the link in the description box below, you will see the whole story, which I pretty much gave you the whole story. But the disciplinary action order I didn't give you. It's in that story. It's right here. And you can go in there. You can actually scroll through that little text box and read the whole disciplinary action. You can see what he was accused of and what he's being disciplined for. I mean, you can read the whole thing right there. This guy, and he's still a cop, who's got a porn problem. News Now Ukaipa letting you know what's going on across your nation with law enforcement and all public officials. Gas prices are rising in California. That might ding my cop watching a little bit, but I am going to keep busy here in Ukaipa. We'll see how it goes. I'm going to be kind of a homebody. Editorials are not going away. So if you unsubscribe, you're going to miss what's going on across your nation with law enforcement officers like this guy. Thank you for watching, guys. Happy Hump Day, and I will talk to you later in the week.